Thank you very much, Madam Commissioner. Today I had the pleasure to chair the General Affairs Council dedicated to the cohesion policy. As you know, cohesion, a common European value, is the motto of the Romanian presidency, and we put a lot of effort in achieving concrete results in the past 6 months of negotiations in the Council to prepare our position and also to have this solid basis to continue negotiations with the co-legislator, the European Parliament, based on the mandates that have been adopted under the Austrian and Romanian presidency. The Council meeting today focused on two main topics. The first one was the overview of the progress achieved on the legislation for the cohesion package between 2021 and 2027 during the Romanian presidency. And the second topic was a political debate, a policy debate, steered on the connections between cohesion policy as the main investment policy of the European Union and the economic governance process, in particular the new link with the European semester process. I will make some observations on both topics. On the first subject, as you know, the legislation for the cohesion policy was proposed by the European Commission last year in May. A good progress was achieved under the Austrian presidency, and I want to thank them for that, and I want to thank especially Commissioner Crețu, her team, DG Regio, for the excellent cooperation we've had during the last 6 months. Under the Romanian presidency, we have adopted partial mandates to negotiate with the European Parliament for the Common Provisions Regulation, for the European Regional Development Fund and the Cohesion Fund Regulation, for the European Social Fund Plus Regulation, and for the Interreg Regulation. All four are linked with the discussion on the multi-annual financial framework, and very important in outlining the new investment framework by each member state. I can say that we've done a tremendous job at simplifying and streamlining the rules and provide the necessary legal clarity. I would like to underline that the Council's position includes even further measures in simplification beyond the Commission's proposal and refine many requirements which will make the life of beneficiaries easier, but without compromising the strategic role of the cohesion policy, which remains close to our hearts. I am pleased that the consensus reached under the Romanian presidency received a strong support from the ministers in charge with the cohesion policy in the EU, and that the Council will have the mandates to negotiate with the new Parliament in order to reach an agreement and allow for the timely start of the new operational programs which we all want. We will of course support the incoming presidency, Finland, in their negotiations with the European Parliament to defend the Council position on some very sensitive elements related in particular to simplification and the proportional approach. On the second topic we have discussed today in the Council, the political debate, it was interesting, it was constructive. The success of the Union's cohesion policy depends on its ability to respond to challenges that exist at EU level, but also to support the balanced territorial development and competitiveness throughout all EU regions. And from this perspective, the link with the European semester sets out a new dimension, which has important political implications for the ministers in charge with the cohesion policy. It was evident from our discussions today that that ministers involved in cohesion policy need to be more involved in the European semester process. As you know, one novelty of the current European semester process is the strengthening of the link between the semester analysis and the use of EU funds in member states. This has already started with the publication this year of country reports in February. For the first time, the reports include a section which identifies investment gaps for each country. This will be used as a basis for the discussions with member states on programming cohesion policy funds for the next period. I want to reiterate that, however, this should not remain a purely bureaucratic exercise, but should and could be a step towards a more strategic approach in order to maximize the potential of the European Union cohesion policy to support that which all target: growth, sustainability, social cohesion, and environmental targets. The outcome of the political discussion will serve to better program the funds and obviously to mitigate risks of external links that might affect the efficiency of investments or the strategic role of the cohesion policy as it is set out in the treaties. In the end, I would like to say that today we are all here, ministers and the technical staff and experts, to improve a mechanism that can ensure better and clearer premises for the vital funds that our citizens need. And I would like to take this opportunity to say that, yes, we are proud of the first mandate of the Romanian presidency at the Council of the European Union. I think that Romania had remarkable achievements during these months of work. And on behalf of the Romanian government, I want to thank everyone, Commissioner, our team, everyone, the representative of the member states who participated, to thank them for their cooperation and for everybody's contribution for the outcomes that the Romanian presidency now passes on to the Finnish presidency. And regarding those of you that visited Romania during this term, this presidency, for different events and for different activities, I hope you enjoyed Romania. It is a country that I think still has to be unveiled and discovered for its true value and at its true beauty. And I thank you too, dear journalists, for having been present with us today and throughout the presidency, because of course without your presence and your work, our activity would have been most likely invisible. I thank you all, and if you have questions later on, of course, I would be happy to take them.